Okay, so this is one of my saddles, Kenda's Texas saddles. And I've already measured this horse, so I know what the rock is in her back. I know the steepness right behind her scapula. I know that it gets flatter as you go back to the low point of her back and pretty much stays the same from low point of the back on further. And I know what the measurements are in this saddle. So this is the best fit that I have for this horse. And I'm gonna see how she accepts this saddle. And you can see again, she wasn't very happy with that. So, what is the gist? This is only the day two that I've seen this horse. So the gist is something, somewhere in her life, maybe it's even recent, she's had something that's happened in her back that's not making her comfortable. Maybe the saddle that she's riding her in right now is just a very uncomfortable fit. Maybe, I mean, there's so many variables there. I do know whenever I look at the horse, there's a little bit of muscle wasting behind the scapula, so we definitely want to work on that and get that a little bit better. But if you have a saddle that has a rafter angle at the scapula area and it is more steep, and your horse has a rafter angle that's more flat, then that can cause pinching right there behind the scapula. Maybe that's it, maybe it's not, I don't know. So anyway, if you do get a saddle, if you do get a tree that fits your horse's back, and I'm not talking about wide, medium wide, semi-wide, small wide, whatever they call them, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that actually the rafter angles work from behind the scapula all the way back and the rock all the way back. Once you have that and you learn how to put the saddle on and you know what the placement is of where to put the saddle, and what that is when you feel right behind the horse's scapula, see, she doesn't even like that. Feel right behind the scapula and the front bar tip. The front bar tip on the tree should be right behind the scapula. That's the placement of the saddle. So those are the very, very bare minimum things that you need to know, you need to think about, and remember the saddle pad cannot be too thick. If it's too thick, then you can negate the fit that you're trying to achieve.